What is happening, people? We have just landed in Nice, France, and this is the Hyrox World Championships. If you don't know by now, Hyrox is the World Series of fitness racing. Hundreds of thousands of athletes all around the world have laced up their trainers to compete in one of over 50 races this season, and the top 2% have made it here to the Hyrox World Championships. I'll be showing you what it's all about. Okay, good morning. It's race day. Last night was pretty crazy. We attended the opening ceremony and we watched the elite races. This is the third year I've been at the World Championships, and it just gets more and more of a spectacle every year. Really cool stadium and two exciting races, especially the men's side. The back and forth battle between Alex, Hunter and Sandy was really, really great to watch. Each time you sort of thought one of them had a lead, the other would come back, and then in the end it all came down to the wall balls. So today I'm going to be racing in the 25 to 29 age group. That's at 3, and then I've got some clients racing and friends racing throughout the day. My dad will be racing in the 70 to 75 age group at 7:30 in the evening. So we've got a real big day ahead. And at the moment I'm kind of just trying to stay chill a little bit and not get too worked up. Last night's kind of excitement gets you thinking, and you know, it really kind of, to me, it showed that there's so much more to racing than just physical fitness. Like, everyone in the elite race and the age group races, when they get here, they're fit, but there's such a fine line when you're pushing yourself to the limit. It's like really fine line of whether you tip over or not, and everyone has good or bad days. I think we saw that with Hunter. Once he'd crossed that line, it's so hard to come back, and he just sort of slipped off. And I think with Lauren, it happened early. And she did a really good job of battling back to get second place. You know, I've been there in races and in workouts where you know you've overdone it, but you can't stop. You need to keep going. And it kind of goes through your mind, that thought of, how am I going to get through the rest of this race? And you need to be able to recompose yourself on the go and stay present to the work that you're doing, the run or the station or whatever it is that you're doing right there and then, and not think about what next. Last night's race shows that anything can happen. It doesn't mean, like, if you're struggling, it doesn't mean that someone else is not struggling too. It's a hard race, and you just got to stay in it. So that's my own advice kind of to myself just as much, because I've had recently, my last training block has been really good and I've felt really fit, but in the run up to this I've had such up and downs with races, training, where I've thought that's gone really well, I'm going to do really well, and then, oh my god, that felt so much harder than it should have. And it's that expectation that you put upon yourself. So as I say, I've just got to stick in it, stay mentally engaged, and when it gets tough, it's supposed to get tough. So stick with it, anything can happen. Anyway, that's all from me today. I'll catch you after the race.
Let's go. Time to grind, get inside your mind. Yeah, we working overtime, that's the only way to climb. We gon' make it in our prime, signing on the dotted line, cashing checks left and right, that's the way I'm living life. I feel alive when I got a goal in sight. Chip away, I gotta fight, ain't nobody else in sight. Man, I think I see the light, yeah, that shit is so bright. Follow me, I got the guide, see you on the other side, son.
I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. No, I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah.
So get out my way, I'm here to stay. You could try another day, yeah.
Gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah.
And just like that, the 2024 Hyrox season is complete. Yesterday was a real roller coaster of emotions. I've pretty much lost my voice from screaming. It was probably the toughest race I've done. It was really hot in there. My race started out okay. I was sticking to my game plan on the ski. So it was towards the back on the ski, but I made up a lot of ground on the sled push. And then I made a bit of a mistake on the sled pull. I'd done the sled pull really well, but then I went to do another length, and then I hesitated, realised I'd made a mistake, and then was trying to make up ground. And I think that combined with, by the time I got to the halfway through the burpees, it really hit me with the sort of the heat and the humidity. I was just really struggling to recover. Running felt okay, but it just felt really kind of a bit sluggish in general, and I knew my times were kind of slipping away. So it was kind of became a point of survival and just keep pushing as hard as I could, which, you know, mentally, when you know your sort of your best time is out of reach, is really hard to still keep the pressure on. I think I ended up like picking a couple of people ahead of me and just trying to stick to those that I knew was sort of still competitive with those guys. So I just hung on those heels and tried to stay with them, tried to kept me pushing all the way until the wall balls, and then at that point I just kind of wanted it to be over. But overall I'm really happy with my effort, even if my times weren't what I wanted. I did hear that afterwards a lot of people said that they struggled with the heat or I don't know. I think it was mainly the heat. Like, let me know if you raced in the comments how you found it. I didn't hear many people get personal best, so might have been a slow course, but we don't know. I was happy with my effort, like I say. The results, it was hard to compare because this is the first time I raced in the 25 to 29 age group, so I can't really compare it to my last couple of World Championships where I was racing in the 16 to 24 age group. But it's given me, you know, a benchmark, and certainly these hard races, like if you can get through them, it gives you that kind of next level of resilience to take forward to your next race. So that's the positive to take away from it. And then after my race, we had my dad's race, and that was the perfect reminder of why we do what we do. Seeing him out there like giving absolutely everything at 70 years old, knowing all the work that he's put in, and just to be able to compete on this stage. We've had a few setbacks along the way, but once he started, nothing was going to stop him, and he stuck to the game plan. He ran his own race, and one by one started to take down some of the competition, and ended up finishing second in the world for the 70 plus age group. Team Woodsy cheer squad was out in full force, and we were so proud. So we are now going to enjoy some recovery time in Nice. Let me know what you want to see more videos on. I could do a further breakdown of the elite race or more tips on Hyrox training. So just let me know in the comments. If you want any guidance with your training, you can go to coactiveperformance.com, where I have plenty of training plans and coaching options available to you. Anything else, you can reach me on Instagram at Woodsy Workout, where you can find plenty more tips and tricks on all things health and fitness. Until next time, peace.